Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about Kingdom Animalia. But first let's have a review that what we are going to learn for today. Today we are going to learn about specification or some characteristics of animals, classification of animals, and some zoological expressions. Be with me till the end of the lesson and learn that stuff. So let's start with some characteristics. First of all, I have to say that they are heterotrophs. All animals are heterotrophs. We got two kind of organisms, autotroph and heterotroph. Autotrophs are able to make food for their own self with using sunlight and some kind of nutrients from soil and from the air. They are producing food for themselves. They are doing photosynthesis. So every organism which is able to produce their own food is autotroph, because they are able to do photosynthesis. But in other hand, we got heterotroph organisms or heterotroph living things, which is like animals. They are not doing photosynthesis. They are not producing food for themselves. They have to obtain food from the other organisms. It can be other animals or it can be plants that they can use. So all animals are heterotrophs because they cannot make food for themselves. The second feature that they got eukaryotic cell type. As you can see, their cell contains lots of organelles and got a complexer structure. That's why they got eukaryotic cell, and they are always multicellular. So animals are made up of lots of cells, not only one cell. That's why we can call them or refer them as multicellular. And the difference that animal cell and plant cell got is the lack or absence of cell wall and also the absence of chloroplast. As we know, in animal there is only cell membrane structure. They do not possess cell wall structure, and also they do not possess chloroplast. What is chloroplast? Chloroplast is an organelle which is making a cell autotroph or gives a cell the ability of doing photosynthesis. It means plants are doing photosynthesis with the help of that organelle, which is chloroplast. As in animal cell, there is no chloroplast, so they are different from animal cell. So let's continue our lesson with some other features and characteristics like respiration. All animals are doing respiration or they are exchanging gases. So what is respiration? Respiration is a process in which a living organism can exchange gases, like taking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. They are doing that process in order to release energy from the food particles that they used during the day. So in different animals there are different structures by which they are exchanging gases. For example, the gill structure, they might have like external gills or internal gills. Like if they're external, as you can see, it's outside their body. If it's internal, so it's inside their body. And gills are kind of structures which are extracting oxygen from the water. They are like water living organisms, and they contain or they possess gills by which they can absorb oxygen from the water, and they are using that oxygen for doing their respiration. And also the other structure they might have is lungs or trachea. In some animals there are lung structures. It means two loops of lung, and inside their lungs they got trachea structures. Tracheas are responsible of exchanging gases, like exchanging carbon dioxide with oxygen, oxygen with carbon dioxide. And also some of them might have only the trachea structure, that the branch like structures which are responsible for the exchanging. Some of them might not possess that loop like structures. The second feature, reproduction. They are reproducing. Reproduction is a process in which a living organism can make copies of itself or can make new offsprings or new babies. They can produce new babies. So in reproduction, animals got two kind of reproduction, like asexual and sexual. If it's asexual, so no sperm and egg is needed. One cell by itself can divide itself to the cell and make new two structures on two animals, or they can do another kind of reproduction without egg and sperm, without using egg and sperm. But in sexual, always egg and sperm is necessary, because egg and sperm has to fuse with each other. They have to make a fertilized egg or create a fertilized egg, and further that fertilized egg can make a new animal, or we can say develop a new animal. Next feature, digestion. Digestion is a process in which the food that animals are taking is degraded or being separated to smaller particles. So in different structures, in different creatures and animals, there are different alimentary canals, like alimentary canal of human, the pig, the chicken, the turtle, and shark, and so on. They got different sort of alimentary canal, like their stomach, intestine, and rectum. I mean, they got different structures that, according to their different structures, they got different digestion processes, but all of them are digesting food. Next process, excretion. The process of removing waste products. So as one animal got the digestive system, so they are eating something. As the result of absorbing that food particles, they might release some waste products as well, or they might produce some waste products as well, and they are excreting, or they are removing that waste products, and the process of removal of that waste products are excretion. Different animals might excrete different things. For example, aquatic animals, they are excreting ammonia. Mammals, amphibians, sharks, and some fish, bony fish, they can excrete urea. And birds and many reptiles, insects, and snails, they can excrete uric acid. So most of the time, the thing which is being excreted is amine groups. Movements. So all animals are moving. They are not like sessile, they are motile. Some of them are flying animals. Some of them are animals that can run and walk. Some of them are swimming animals, and some of them are animals that can crawl. And last, sensitivity. All animals are sensitive because they got nerve, and different animals got different nerve systems. So according to that different nerve systems, some of them are so much sensitive, some of them are like less sensitive. For example, in cnidarians, as you can see, there are branch-like nerves, and in echinoderms like sea star, there are nerve ring in central ring, which is developed to radial nerves, and it means in each arm there are nerves which is making them sensitive. In flatworms, for example, they got parallel net nerve, like they got two cords of nerve in two sides of their body. In arthropods or insects, there are one ganglia or one node like brain and one nerve or one nerve cord, we can say. And also in mollusks, like in snail or octopus, there are one brain and branched nerve. And in human, we got a brain in our head and then one spinal cord, and nerves are coming out from that spinal cord all over our body. So according to different structures of nerve and different amount of nerves that we got, some animals might be different. They might be less sensitive or more sensitive according to different structures that they have got. But basically, we can say all animals are doing respiration, they are reproducing, they can digest food, they can excrete waste materials, they can move, and they are sensitive against something.